Well, thank you for joining us today. My name's Daniel Hoffman-Zinnel, and I'm the Executive Director of One Iowa. And today is actually Veterans Day, so happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans out there. But today specifically, we wanted to spotlight the brave transgender Iowans who serve our country. Transgender veterans face disrespect at nearly every turn by politicians, our nation's policies, and blatantly false and harmful stereotypes. This is unacceptable and something we are helping to fight against here at One Iowa. Despite these obstacles, transgender individuals join the military at about double the rate of the general population, according to the National Center for Transgender Equality. Their courage and resilience is exceptional as veterans, and they deserve honor and respect every day, not just today during Veterans Day. Yesterday on our public observance of Veterans Day, I spoke with Jack Schuler, who is a Marine Corps veteran and also currently serving in the United States Army Reserve. If you missed that conversation, check out our YouTube, our Facebook, and our Twitter. But today, on Veterans Day, I'm speaking with Ashley Foster, who is a Marine Corps veteran, and yesterday was actually the birthday of the Marine Corps and your actual birthday, so happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Well, let's get right into it. So do you want to tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Sure. My name's Ashley Foster. I'm a native Iowan. I grew up in Northwest Iowa, not too far from one.
Is this very true?
So, yeah. So, but I grew up in Storm Lake, Iowa, and back then, within my family, I had a couple members who served in the military. It was probably it was the 1980s when I grew up, so it was still part of the Cold War. Mm-hmm. My grandparents actually emigrated here from Poland post World War II. So for me, it was just there was always a urge to go serve, just because we were all very proud to be here. Felt very privileged to be here in America, and so giving back was sort of a priority.
Nice.
So,
what was your experience like while serving?
My time in the Marine Corps was really, really great. I got to travel quite a bit. I think really the best part was the different personalities, the different people that you meet while you're in the Marines. The Marine Corps really, they draw people from absolutely every state in the Union, even from outside territories. Some of the guys I knew in combat training were from, like American Samoa and some other places people you wouldn't normally probably meet in everyday life here in the Midwest. And so having that exposure, being able to travel, going coast to coast across the United States was really great experience. So that and just, being able to serve my country, and I'm just really blessed to have earned that title to be a Marine, and so
that's awesome. Tell us how you felt when you heard about this military ban that came out from the Trump administration.
I was really surprised by it, just because in the past couple of years, there's been this trend toward broader equality, and just more and more recognition, more and more people coming out and telling their stories, and people seeing that transgender and just LGBT people in general are just like every other citizen. We love our country. We want to serve our country as well. And it seemed like things were just going in that direction at a steady rate, and then all of a sudden there is this even a shock to the Department of Defense, this ban of transgender people, and it seemed very politically charged, and just really seemed to go against everything that I think we feel about our country, about just being given an equal opportunity to serve. So it was really disheartening for me when it happened. So,
what do you think we as allies and others within the LGBTQ community can do to help support our transgender veterans and current service members?
So I think just speaking out, everybody telling their story to friends and family, and the more people hear about our stories, hear about who we are, the more people recognize our common humanity, and then when it comes to once they have that basis of knowledge about us, when it comes to issues like transgender service, things like that, though, they'll come to the same conclusion I think pretty much everyone's already come to, and that is that there's no reason to exclude people based on their sexual orientation or their gender identity when it comes to serving their country.
Absolutely. Anything else you'd like to add today?
Not really.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us. At One Iowa, we are here to make sure that transgender veterans receive the dignity and respect that they deserve. The United States House and Senate have both introduced nonpartisan bills to end the transgender military ban, and so we encourage each and every one of you to reach out to your elected officials and urge them to sign on to this bill and support ending this horrific military ban that bans transgender individuals from serving in the military. Thank you again so much for joining us today. Check out our video yesterday that we posted with Jack Schuler and reach out to your elected officials. Happy Veterans Day.